Welcome to the Arrow Street Arts and to Moonbox Productions' performance of Sweeney Todd. A few friendly reminders. In order to create a safe space for all, masks are required while inside the theater and must cover your nose and mouth. On behalf of all of our patrons, we appreciate your cooperation. Please turn off your cell phones and other electronic devices. The use of all cameras and recording devices is prohibited. Take a moment to locate the lighted exit nearest you. In the unlikely event of an emergency, ushers are standing by to assist you. And now a word from our nonprofit partner. For Sweeney Todd, Moonbox is honored to share the stage with the New England Innocence Project. The New England Innocence Project corrects and prevents wrongful convictions and fights injustice within the criminal legal system for innocent people imprisoned for a crime they did not commit in New England. Our team provides free forensic testing, investigation, experts, and an experienced legal team to exonerate the innocent and bring them home to their loved ones. We provide exoneree support as they work to rebuild their lives in freedom through the peer-led Exoneree Network. We also use our expertise about wrongful convictions to provide education and advocate for legislative and judicial reforms to prevent future tragedies. Please take a moment to visit the New England Innocence Project's table in our lobby. Thank you, and enjoy Sweeney Todd.
Attend the tale of Sweeney Todd. His skin was pale and his eye was odd. He shaved the faces of gentlemen who never thereafter were heard of again. He trod a path that few have trod, did Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
He kept a shop in London town, of fancy clients and good renown. And what if none of their souls were saved? They went to their maker impeccably shaved. By Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
Swing your razor wide, Sweeney, hold it to the skies. Freely flows the blood of those who mourn lost.
His needs were few, his room was bare.
A lava bow and a fancy chair. A mug of suds and a leather strop, an apron, a towel, a pail, and a mug.
For neatness he deserves a nod to Sweeney Todd.
The demon barber of Fleet Street.
Inconspicuous Sweeney was, quick and quiet and clean. He was back of his smile, under his word. Sweeney heard music that nobody heard. Sweeney pondered and Sweeney felt like a perfect machine. He planned.
Sweeney was smooth, Sweeney was subtle, Sweeney would blink and rats would subtle. Inconspicuous Sweeney was quick and quiet and clean. He was Sweeney, he was Sweeney, he was Sweeney, 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 Sweeney.
Attend the tale of Sweeney Todd.
Attend the tale of Sweeney Todd.
He served a dark and a vengeful God.
Served a dark and a vengeful God.
What happened then? Well, that's the play, and he wouldn't want us to give it away. Not Sweeney.
not Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
Sailed the world, behold its wonders, from the Dardanelles to the mountains of Peru. But there's no place like London. I feel home again. I could hear the city bells ring whatever I would do. No, there's no place like London. Mr. Todd, sir. You are young. Life has been kind to you. You will learn. It is here we go our several ways. Farewell, Antony. I will not soon forget the good ship Bountiful, nor the young man who saved my life.
There's no need to thank me for that, sir. It would have been a poor Christian indeed to have spotted you pitching and tossing on that raft and not given the alarm.
There's many Christian would have done just that and not lost a wink's sleep for it either.
Wouldn't you like to push me parsley? It looks to me, dear, that you got plenty there to push. Arms, arms for a pitiful woman. What's got wandering wits? Hey, don't I know you, mister?
Must you glare at me, woman? Off with you! Off, I say!
Then how would you like to split me muff, mister? We'll go jig, I let
off, I said! To the devil with you! Go.
Arms, arms for a pitiful woman.
Pardon me, sir, but there's no need to fear the likes of her. She's only a half-crazed beggar woman. London's full of them.
I beg your indulgence, boy. My mind is far from easy, for in these once familiar streets, I feel the chill of ghostly shadows everywhere. Forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive.
Farewell, Antony.
Mr. Todd, before we
what is it?
I have honored my promise never to question you. Whatever brought you to that sorry shipwreck is your own affair. But on the many weeks on the voyage home, I've come to think of you as a friend. And if trouble lies ahead of you in London, if you need help or money...
No. There's a hole in the world like a great black pit, and the vermin of the world inhabit it, and its morals aren't worth what a pig could spit, and it goes by the name of London. At the top of the holes is a privileged few making mock of the vermin in the lower zoo, turning beauty into filth and greed. I too have sailed the world and seen its wonders, for the cruelty of men is as wondrous as Peru. But there's no place like London. A barber and his wife, and she was beautiful. A foolish barber and his wife, she was his reason and his life, and And she was beautiful, and she was virtuous, and he was naive. Another man who saw that she was beautiful, a pious vulture of the law, who with a gesture of his claw removed the barber from his plate. Then there was nothing but to wait, and she would fall, so soft, so young, so lost, and oh so beautiful.
And the lady, sir, did she succumb?
Oh, that was many years ago. I doubt if anyone would know. Now leave me, Antony, I beg of you. There's somewhere I must go, something I must find out, now, and alone.
But surely we'll meet again before I'm off to Plymouth.
If you want, you may well find me around Fleet Street. I wouldn't wonder.
Well, until then, Mr. Todd.
There's a hole in the world like a great black pit, and it's filled with people who are filled with shit, and the vermin of the world inhabit it.
You gave me such a fright, I thought you was a ghost. Half a minute, can't you sit? Sit you down, sit. All I meant is that I haven't seen a customer for weeks. Did you come here for a pie, sir? Do forgive me if me head's a little vague. What was that? But you'd think we'd have the plague. From the way that people keep avoiding, no you don't. Heaven knows I try, sir. But first no one comes in even to inhale. Right you are, so would you like a drop of ale? Mind you, I can't hardly blame them. These are probably the worst pies in London. I know why nobody cares to take them. I should know, I make them. But good now, the worst pies in London. Even that's polite, the worst pies in London. If you doubt it, take a bite. Is that just disgusting? You have to concede it. It's nothing but crusting. Here, drink this. You'll need it. The worst pies in London. And no wonder with the price of meat what it is. When you get it, never thought I'd live to see the day. Men would think it was a treat. Fine and poor animals what are dying in the streets. Mrs. Mooney has a pie shop. Does her business, but I noticed something weird. Lately all the neighbours' cats have disappeared. Have to hand it to her. What I call enterprise. Popping pussies into pies. Wouldn't do in my shop. Just the thought of it's enough to make you sick. And I'm telling you, then pussycat is quick. No denying times is hard, sir. Even harder than the worst pies in London. Only lard and nothing more. Is that just revolting or greasy and gritty? It looks like it's molting and tastes like, well, pity a woman alone with limited wind and the worst pies in London. Oh, sir, times is hard. Times is
Oh dear, on the floor, there's worse things than that down there. Oh, that's my boy.
Isn't that a room up there over your shop? If times are so hard, why don't you rent it out? Should bring in something.
Oh, up there? No, not go near it. People think it's haunted. You see, years ago, something happened up there. Something not very nice. There was a barber and his wife, and he was beautiful. A proper artist with a knife, but they transported him for life, and he was beautiful. Barker, his name was, Benjamin Barker.
Transported? What was his crime?
Foolishness. He had this wife, you see, pretty little thing, silly little nit, had her chance for the world on a string. Poor thing, poor thing. There were these two, you see, wanted her like mad. One of them a judge, the other one is Vito. Every day they'd nudge and they'd wheedle. Still she wouldn't budge from her needle. Too bad, pure thing. So they merely shipped the poor blighter off south they did, leaving her with nothing but grief and a year-old kid. Did she use her head even then? No, no, God forbid. Poor fool. Ah, but there was worse yet to come, poor thing. Joanna, that was the baby's name. Pretty little Joanna.
Go on.
My, you do like a good story, don't you? Well, Beadle calls on her all polite. Poor thing, poor thing. The judge, he tells her is all contrite, blames himself for her dreadful plight. She must come straight to his house tonight. Poor thing, poor thing. When she goes there, poor thing, they're having this ball all in masks. There's no one she knows there, poor dear, poor thing. She wanders tormented and drinks, poor thing. The judge has repented, she thinks, poor thing. Oh, where is Judge Turpin, she asks. He was there all right, only not so contrite. Wasn't no match for such craft, you see, and everyone thought it so droll. They figured she had to be daft, you see, so all of them stood there and laughed, you see. Poor soul, poor thing.
Would no one have mercy on her?
So it is you, Benjamin Barker.
Not Barker. Not Barker. Todd now. Sweeney. Todd. Where is she?
So changed. Good God, what did they do to you down there in bloody Australia or wherever?
Oh, where's my wife? Where's Lucy?
Well, she poisoned herself. Arsenic from the apothecary on the corner. I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen to me.
And my daughter?
Joanna. He's got her.
Hey, Judge Turpin?
Even he had a conscience tucked away, I suppose. Adopted her like his own. You could say it was good luck for her. Almost.
15 years. Sweating in a living hell on a trumped-up charge. 15 years dreaming that perhaps I might come home to a loving wife and child. Ah, let them quake in their boat, Judge Turpin and the Beadle, for their hour has come.
You're gonna get him. You, a bleeding little nobody of a runaway convict. Don't make me laugh. You'll never get his high and mightiness, nor the Beadle neither, not in a million years. But you got any money? Well, listen to me, you got any money?
No money.
Then how are you going to live, even?
I'll live if I have to sweat in the sewer or the plague hospital. I will live, and I will have them.
Oh, you poor thing. You poor thing.
We're
What?
not-
See? It don't have to be the sewers or the plague hospital. When they come for the little girl, I hid 'em. I thought, who knows? Maybe the poor silly blighter will be back again someday and need 'em. Cracked in the head, wasn't I? Times as bad as they are, I could have gotten 5, maybe 10 quid for 'em any day. See? You can be a barber again. My, them handles is chased silver, ain't they?
Silver. Yes. These are my friends. See how they glisten. See this one shine. How he smiles in the light. My friend, my faithful friend. Speak to me, friend. Whisper, I listen. I know, you've been locked out of sight all of these years. Like me, my friend, well, I've come home to find you waiting. Home, and we're together, and we'll do wonders. Won't we? You there, my friend.
I'm your friend.
Come,
Mr.
let
Todd.
me hold you.
If you only knew,
Now
Mr.
it's
Todd.
time.
Mr. Todd, you're
Warm in my hands, my friends, my clever friends.
for you I did.
Rest now, my friend.
Never you fear,
Soon
Mr.
I'll
Todd.
unfold you.
You can move in here, Mr. Todd.
Splendors you never have dreamed all
all
your days, my lucky friend. Till now your shine was merely silver.
Silver's good enough for me, Mr. T.
You shall drip rubies. You'll soon drip precious rubies. At last, my right arm is complete again.
Lift your razor high, Sweeney, hear it singing, yes. Sink it in the rosy skin of righteousness.
His voice was soft, his manner mild.
He sounded like when he often smiled.
He'd seen how civilized men behave. He never forgot and he never forgave.
Not Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
Green finch and ladybird, nightingale, blackbird, how is it you sing? How can you jubilate sitting in cages, never taking wing? Outside the sky waits beckoning, beckoning, just beyond the bars. How can you remain staring at the rain, maddened by the stars? How is it you sing anything? How melody constantly flowing. Is it rejoicing or really hallowing? Are you discussing or fussing or simply dreaming? Are you crowing? Are you screaming? Ring the dovin' robinette, is it for wages, singing to his own? Have you decided it's safer in cages, singing when you're told? My cages, many rooms, darkness and dark, nothing there sings, not even my mark. Marks never will you know when they're captive. Teach me to be more adoptive. Green finch and lily bird, nightingale, blackbird, teach me how to sing. If I cannot fly, let me sing.
I have sailed the world, beheld its wonders, from the pearls of Spain to the rubies of Tibet, but not even in London have I seen such a wonder. Lady, look at me, miss, oh look at me, please. Oh, favor me with your glance. Ah, miss, what do you see off them those trees? Oh, won't you give me a chance? Who would sail to Spain for all its wonders, when in Kearney's Lane lies the greatest wonder yet? Ah, miss, look at you, pale and ivory-skinned. Oh, look at you, looking so sad, so queer. Promise not to retreat to the darkness back of your window. Not till you look down here. Look at me.
Nightingale, blackbird,
Look at me. Look at me.
Arms, for a miserable woman. Beg your pardon, it's you, sir. Thank you, kindly.
One moment, Mother. Perhaps you know whose house this is.
That's the great Judge Turpin's house, that is.
And perhaps the young lady who resides there.
Oh, well, that's Joanna, his pretty little ward. But don't you go trespassing there, young men, not if you value your hide. Tamper there, and it's a good whipping for you. Or any other youth with mischief on his mind. Hey, boy, sailor boy, walk it snugly harboured. Open me gate, but walk it straight. I see it lists to starboard.
Here, take it off with you. Off. I feel you, Joanna. I feel you. I was half convinced I'd waken, satisfied enough to dream.
If I see your face again, here or on any other neighbor's street, you'll rue the day you were born. Is that plain enough speaking for you?
But sir, there was nothing in my heart.
You heard his worship.
But friend, I have no fights with you.
Joanna, if I were to think you encouraged that young rogue...
Father, I hope to always be obedient to your commands.
Dear child, how sweet you look in that light muslin gown.
I'll steal you, Joanna. I'll steal you. Do they think that walls can hide you? Even now, past your window, I am in the dark beside you, buried sweetly in your yellow hair. I feel you, Joanna, and one day I'll steal you till I'm with you then. I'm with you then, sweetly buried in your yellow hair.
That him, over there.
Yes, dear, he's always here Thursdays.
Hair cutter, barber, tooth puller to His Royal Majesty, the King of Naples, huh?
Italian, all the rage he is.
Ah, not for long.
Oh, Mr. T, do you really think you can do it?
By tomorrow, they'll all be flocking after me, like sheep to be shorn.
Oh, no. Look, the Beadle Bamford.
So much the better.
But what if he recognizes you? Hadn't we better?
I'll do what I set out to do, woman.
Oops, sorry, dear, I'm sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Do you wake every morning in shame and despair to discover your pillow is covered with hair? What ought not to be fair? Well, ladies and gentlemen, from now on you can waken at ease. You need never again have a worry or care. I will show you a miracle marvelous rare. Gentlemen, you are about to see something that rose from the dead. On the top of me head. Scarcely a month ago, gentlemen, I was suddenly struck with a dermatologic disease. Though the finest physicians in London were called, I wakened one morning amazed and appalled to discover with dread that my head was as bald as a novice's knees. I was dying of shame, till a gentleman came, an illustrious barber, Pirelli by name. He gave me a liquid as precious as gold. I rubbed it in daily like what I was told, and behold, less than 30 days old. 'Twas Pirelli's miracle elixir. That's what did the trick, sir. True. Was it quick, sir? Did it in a tick, sir. Just like an elixir ought to do. Out a bottle, mister, only costs a penny, guaranteed.
Penny buys a
Go
bottle,
and talk,
I don't
sir.
know.
Go and
Does
harder.
it? Now let's
Does Pirelli stimulate the growth, sir? You can have my oath, sir. 'Tis unique. Rub a minute, stimulating in it. Soon you'll have to fill it once a week. Penny buys a bottle, guaranteed.
Penny buys a
I've
bottle,
got a
might as
sample.
well.
Give it a
Just
smell.
take it.
Isn't it a smell? That's a sample.
Lord, payments.
The habit gets to be a habit. Soon there'll be enough, sir. Somebody can grab it. That chap with hair like jellies, you can tell he's used Pirelli's.
Let me have a bottle.
Pardon me, ma'am, what's that awful?
I can't hear it.
elixir suits Sproutle's curls. Try Pirellis when they see how fixer. You can have your picture of the girls. How about a ball?
Oh, what is this?
What is
It
this?
smells like piss.
Smells like
It smells like
piss.
piss. It smells like piss. Piss for baby.
Smell that bottle. I don't want to win this.
Where's the Pirelli?
Pirellis, activate your roots, sir.
Keep it off your boots, sir. Each right.
Yes, Pirellis, use a all of it. Ladies seem to love it. Flies do too.
And the bloody money over. And the bloody money over.
Pirellis, miracle elixir. Grow a little wixer, done some fuzz. The Pirellis soon will make it fixer. Like the elixir always does. Trust Pirellis if you have a sixer. Fix an elixir, don't be tricked. Just Pirellis, miracle elixir. That'll do the trick, sir.
What about the money?
If you want to kick, sir.
What about the money? Where's the Pirelli? Go get Pirelli. What about the money?
If you want to kick, sir. Talk to him.
I am Adolfo Pirelli, the king of the barber of kings. Say buongiorno, good day. I blow you a kiss. And I, the so famous Pirelli, I wish you to know who have the nerve to say my elixir is a piece. Who says this?
I do. I am Mr. Sweeney Todd, and I have opened a bottle of Pirelli's elixir, and I say to you, it's nothing but an errant fraud concocted of piss and ink.
He's right. You better to throw your money down the sewer.
Ladies and gentlemen, pay no attention to this madman who's to be
And
the first...
furthermore, I have serviced no kings, yet I wager that I could shave a face and pull a tooth with 10 times more dexterity than any street mountebank. You see these razors?
The finest in England.
I lay them against 5 pounds that you are no match for me. You hear me, sir? Either accept my challenge or reveal yourself a sham.
Bravo, bravo.
These are indeed fine razors. Instruments like these once seen cannot soon be forgotten. You wager these against the 5 pounds, sir?
I do.
You hear this foolish man? Watch and see how he will regret his folly. 5 pounds it is.
Friends, neighbors, who's for a free shave?
Oh, me, Mr. Todd, sir.
Excuse sir, Mrs. Todd, sir.
Bring me a chair. Come on.
Boy, bring in the basins. Bring in the towels.
Yes,
Come on.
sir.
Will Beadle Banquet be the judge?
Oh, glad as always to oblige my friends and neighbors. Ready?
Ready.
Ready.
The fastest, smoothest shave is the winner.
Now, signorini, signori, we mix the lather, but first you gather around, signorini, signori, looking a man who have had the glory to shave the pot. Mrs. Sweeney, whoever, I beg your pardon, probably say it was only a cardinal. Nope! It was the Pope! Who shaved the face to pull the tooth, required a grace and not a brute. If you sleep, you nick the skin, you clip the chin, you rip the lip a bit, and that's the truth. Who shave the face, or even a part, without the smart, require the heart. You take the art, I show you a chart, I study a starting in my youth. To cut the hair, to trim the beard, to make the bristle gleam like a whistle. This is from early infancy, the talent given to me by God. He take the skill, he take the brains, he take the will,
the pains. He take the pace. He take the grace.
The winner is Todd.
Smooth as a baby's arse.
Sir, about with skill for tester than my own. The £5. Here, sir, and may the good Lord smile on you until we meet again. Come, boy, signor. Bellissime signorine. Buongiorno, buongiorno, buongiorno a tutti. Grazie.
Who'd have thought it, dear? You pulled it off.
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Todd, sir. Do you have an establishment of your own?
He certainly does. Sweeney Todd's Tonsorial Parlour above my meat pie shop on Fleet Street.
Mr. Todd, strange, sir, but it seems your face is known to me.
Him? That's a laugh, him being me uncle's cousin and arrived from Birmingham yesterday.
Ah,
But already I have heard the Beetle Bamford spoken of with great respect.
well, sir, I try my best for my neighbours. Fleet Street, over your pie shop, mum.
That's it, sir.
Well then, Mr. Todd, you will surely see me there before the week is out.
You will be welcome, Beetle Bamford, and I guarantee to give you without a penny's charge the closest shave you will ever know.
Sweeney pondered and Sweeney planned like a perfect machine he planned.
Barbing the hook, baiting a trap, setting it out for the beetle to snap.
Slyly courted him, Sweeney did.
Set a sort of a scene he did.
Laying a trap, showing the traces.
Letting it lead to higher places. Sweeney pondered and Sweeney planned like a perfect machine he planned. Slyly courted and Sweeney did
Mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. Mea maxima culpa. God, deliver me, release me, forgive me, restrain me, pervade me. Joanna, so suddenly a woman, the light behind your window, it penetrates your gown. Joanna, the sun, I see the sun through your... No! God! Deliver me! Down. Joanna, I watch you from the shadows. You sigh before your window and gaze upon the town. Your lips part, Joanna, so young and soft and beautiful. God, deliver me! Filth, leave me! Joanna, I treasured you in innocence and loved you like a daughter. You mock me, Joanna. You tempt me with your innocence. You tempt me with those quivering... No! God! Deliver me! It will stop now! It will stop right now! Right now! Right now! Joanna, I cannot keep you longer. The world is at your window. You want to fly away. You stir me, Joanna, so suddenly a woman. I cannot watch you one more day. God, deliver me! God, deliver me! God, deliver God! Joanna, I'll keep you here forever. I'll wed you on the morrow. Joanna, Joanna, the world will never touch you. I'll wed you on the morrow. As years pass, Joanna, you'll tend me in my solitude, no longer as a daughter, as a woman. Joanna, Joanna, I'll hold you here forever, then you'll keep away from windows and you'll deliver me, Joanna, from this hot red devil with your soft, white, cool, virgin arms.
Father.
Joanna, I trust you've not been near the window again.
Hardly, dear father, when it has been shuttered and barred these last 3 days.
How right I was to insist on such a precaution. But once again he has come, that conscienceless young sailor. 10 times has he been driven from my door, and yet a sweet look in that light muslin gown.
'Tis nothing but an old dress, dear father.
But fairer on your young form than wings on an angel. Oh, if I were to think.
Think what, dear father?
If I were to think you encouraged that young rogue.
I, a maid trained from the cradle to find in modesty and obedience the greatest of all virtues. Dear father, when have you ceased to warn me of the wickedness of men?
Idle young men of the streets, with only one thought in their heads. But there are men of different and far higher breed. I have one in mind for you.
You have?
A gentle man who would shield you from all earthly cares and guide your faltering steps to the sober warmth of womanhood. A husband, a protector, and yet an ardent lover too. It is a man who through all the years has surely earned your affection.
You?
Arms, arms for a miserable woman.
Arms. How many times have I told you I'll not have trash from the gutter hanging around my establishment?
Not just a penny, dear, or a pie. One of them pies that gives stomach cramps to half the neighborhood. Come on, dear. Have a heart, dear.
Off. Off with you, or I'll give you a kick on the rump that'll make your teeth chatter.
Stuck-up thing. You with your fancy airs. Arms, arms for a desperate woman.
It's not much of a chair, but it'll do until you get your fancy new one. Oh, it was me poor Albert's chair it was. Sat in it all day long he did after his leg gave out from the dropsy. Kind of bare, isn't it? I never did like a bare room. Oh well, we'll find some nice little knickknacks.
Why doesn't the beetle come? Before the week is out, that's what he said.
And who's to say the week is out, dear? It's only Friday.
Oh, come on.
Easy now, hush, love, hush. Don't distress yourself, what's your rush? Keep your thoughts nice and lush. Wait.
Make no sense.
Hush, love, hush. Think it through. Once it bubbles, then what's to do? Watch it close, let it brew. Wait. I've been thinking flowers, maybe daisies, to brighten up the room. Don't you think some flowers, pretty daisies, might relieve the gloom? Oh, wait, love, wait.
And the judge, when will I get him, huh?
Can't you think of nothing else?
Oh,
Always
come on,
brooding away on your
enough
wrongs
of
what
this.
happened
Let us
heaven
go
knows
on.
how many
Let us
years
go
ago.
right
Slow,
now.
love, slow. Time so fast. Now goes quickly, seep. Now it's past. Soon we'll come. Soon we'll last. Wait. Don't you know, silly man, half the fun is to plan the plan. All good things come to those who can wait. Gillyflowers maybe, instead of daisies. I don't know though, what do you think?
Yes.
Gillyflowers, I'd say. Nothing like a nice bowl of gillies.
Anthony!
Mr. Todd, I paced Fleet Street a dozen times over, no success. But now the sign, in business already.
Yes.
Well, I congratulate you and,
Mrs. Lovett, sir.
pleasure, Mom. Oh, Mr. Todd, I have so much to tell you. I have found the most fairest and most loving maid any man could dream of. And yet there are problems. She has a guardian so tyrannical that he keeps her shut up from the human eye. But now, a key has fell from her shuttered window. The surest sign Joanna loves me. And
Joanna?
that's her name, Mom. And Turpin, that the abominable parent. A judge, it seems, but as I said, a monstrous tyrant. Oh, Mr. Todd, once the judge has gone to court, I'll slip into the house and plead with her to fly with me tonight. And yet, when I have her, where can I bring her until I have hired the coach to fly us home to London? Oh, Mr. Todd, if I could just lodge her here for an hour or two.
Bring her, dear.
Oh, thank you, Mom. Do I have your consent, Mr. Todd?
The girl may come.
I shall be grateful for this to the grave. Now I must be off, for surely the judge is off to the Old Bailey. Many thanks. Many blessings on you both.
Joanna! Who'd have thought it? It's like fate, isn't it? Oh, you'll have her back before the day is out.
For a few hours? Before he carries her off to the other end of England?
That sailor. Let him bring her here, and then, since you're so hot for a little... That's the throat to slit, dear. Oh, Mr. T, we'll make a lovely home for her, you and me. Oh, the poor thing. All those years without a scrap of motherly affection. Well, I'll soon change that, I will, for if ever there was a maternal heart, it's mine.
Good morning, Mr. Todd. Ooh, and to you, bellissima signorina.
How do you do, Signora Shaw?
Business with Mr. Todd, perhaps, Signora, if you will give the permission.
Oh,
okay?
yes, indeed. I'll just pop on down to me pies. Oh, locks, look at it now. Don't look like it's had a kind word since never. Well, what would you say, son, to a nice, juicy meat pie, eh? Your teeth is strong, I hope.
Oh, yes, Mum.
Oh, well, then come with me, love.
Mr. Todd.
Signor Pirelli.
Call me Danny. Daniel O'Higgins the name when it's not professional. It's not much, but I imagine you'll pretty it up a bit. Oh, I'd like me £5 back now, if you don't mind.
Why?
It'll hold me over till your customers start coming. Then it's half your profit you'll hand over to me every week on a Friday. Share and share alike, all right? Mr. Benjamin Barker.
Why did you call me that?
Well, at least you've got a nice good head of hair on you.
Well, Mum, to tell the truth, Mum, gets awful hot.
You don't remember me? Why would ya? I was just a down-and-out Irish lad you hired for a couple of weeks, sweeping up hair and such like, but I remember these! And you, Benjamin Barker, later transported to Botany Bay for life. So, Mr. Todd, do we have a deal? Or do I run down the street for me pal Beadle Bomford. You think you smart? You foolish boy. Tomorrow you start in mine employ. You understand? You like a mop.
This! Don't touch it! No! Stop moving!
Stop!
Stay!
Hold on! He's got an appointment with his tailor. If he's late, it's my fault. Oh, you don't know him.
Oh, I wouldn't want to, dear, I'm sure.
Senor! It's late! For tailor, sir! Oh, me wig! Senor, I did like you said. I reminded you. The tailor! Oh! He ain't here.
The Signor Pirelli stepped away.
Where did he go?
He didn't say. You'd better run after him.
Oh, no, sir. Knowing him, sir, without orders to the contrary, I'll best wait for him here.
Mrs. Lovett gave you a pie. Huh, my lad.
Oh, yes, sir. She's a real kind lady. One whole pie.
A whole pie? Well, that's a treat. And if I know a growing boy, there's still room for more, huh?
Oh, I'd say, sir, an aching void.
Then you should run downstairs and wait for your master there. There'll be another meat pie in it for you, I'm sure. And tell Mrs. Lovett to give you a big tot of gin.
Oh, sir. Gin, sir. Thanking you, sir. Oh, thanking you kindly. Oh, gin! You're a Christian indeed, sir.
His hands were quick, his fingers strong. It stung a little, but not for long.
And those who thought him a simple clod were soon reconsidering under the sod. Consigned therewith a friendly prod from Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. See your razor gleam, Sweeney, feel how well it fits.
How well it fits.
As it floats across the throats of hypocrites.
This is the 4th time, sir, that you've been brought before this bench. Though it is my earnest wish ever to temper justice with mercy, your persistent dedication to a life of crime is such an abomination before God and man. I have no alternative but to sentence you to hang by the neck until you are dead. Court adjourned. It is perhaps remiss of me to close the court so early, but the stench of those miserable wretches at the bar was so offensive to my nostrils. I feared my eagerness for fresher air might well impair the soundness of my judgment.
Well, sir, the adjournment is fortunate for me, for it's today we celebrate my sweet little Annie's birthday, and to have her daddy back so soon to hug and kiss her will be her crowning joy on such a happy day.
Oh, it is a happy moment for me, too. Walk home with me, for I have news for you. In order to shield her from the evils of the world, I have decided to marry Joanna next Monday.
Ah, sir, happy news indeed.
Strange. When I offered myself to her, she showed a certain reluctance. But that is natural enough in a young girl. Now that she's had time for reflection, I'm sure she'll greet my proposal in a more sensible frame of mind.
He means to marry me Monday. What shall I do? I'd rather die. I'll swallow poison on Sunday. That's what I'll do. I'll get some lie. But there was that noise. I think I heard a noise. He's in court. He's in court today. So there was a noise. Wasn't that noise? You must have that
kiss me.
Oh, sir.
Amen.
Oh, sir. If you should marry me one day, what will I do? I'll die.
We fly tonight.
It's Friday, virtually Sunday. What can we do with time so
We fly tonight.
We had to go to break.
Tonight.
I think I had to click.
Tonight.
It was a gate escape.
It's not a gate, it's a gate.
It was a
Have
way.
a
There's
gate.
another
If you're
click. You must have
listening,
meant.
kiss me.
Tonight.
Kiss me.
Tonight.
The plan is made,
Oh,
so
sir.
kiss me.
I feel afraid.
Be not afraid tonight, I'll steal you. I'll steal you. It's me, you'll marry on Monday, that's what you'll do.
I'm glad,
Say
sir.
don't you.
I knew I'd meet you one day, even not knowing who you were.
Promise, marry me, marry me, Miss Mary, Monday, favor me, favor me, with your hand. Promise, marry me, marry me, marry me, Monday.
Kiss me.
Of course,
Kiss me.
you're sure.
Kiss me.
I shall.
Kiss me. Oh, sir.
Yes, yes, but surely the respect she owes me as her guardian should be sufficient to kindle a more tender emotion.
Excuse me, my lord. May I request, my lord, permission, my lord, to speak? Forgive me if I suggest, my lord, you're looking less than your best, my lord. There's powder upon your vest, my lord, and stubble upon your cheek. And ladies, my lord, are weak.
Perhaps if she greets me cordially upon my return, I should give her a small gift.
Ladies in their sensitivities, my lord, have a fragile sensibility. When a girl's emergent, probably it's urgent, you defer to her gentility, my lord. Personal disorder cannot be ignored, given their genteel proclivities, meaning no offense. It happens they resent it, ladies in their sensitivities, my lord.
Stubble, you say? Perhaps at times I'm a little over hasty with my morning ablutions.
Fret not, though, my lord, I know a place, my lord, a barber, my lord, of skill. Thus armed with the shaven face, my lord, some eau de cologne to brace, my lord, and musk to enhance the chase, my lord. You'll dazzle the girl until she bows to your every will.
That may well be so.
Well, sir, here we are. I bid you good day.
Good day. And where is this miraculous barber?
In Fleet Street, sir.
Perhaps you may be right. Take me to him.
The name is Todd.
We best not wait until Monday.
Dreadfully
It's
too.
right, we best be married on Sunday.
Saturday, sir, would also
Or
do.
else tonight.
I think I heard a noise.
Tonight.
I mean, not the noise.
Like what?
Oh, never mind, just a noise.
Must
Just
mind,
another
noise, just
in the
another
street.
noise,
I'm
some
asleep.
noise,
It's
some
me.
kiss me. We'll go to Paris on Monday.
Just like where I dare
We'll ride a
With
train.
you this sunny on Sunday, buffalo like cow with things like
It's
that.
out to Spain.
I'll take my ready
We'll take a
cool,
ready
I'll
cool,
take my ready
we'll buy a ready
You mustn't
cool,
think
and
we're
I'll
fool,
think
but we're ready
we'll
cool.
got a ready
The
cool,
side
on
is
the
yours.
side, and
Come on, give me a
kiss me.
The name is Todd.
I know a place where we can go, sweetie, kiss me. We have a place where we can go tonight. I love you, even as I told you, even as it did not matter that I did not know your name. Anthony, Todd,
Anthony, I'll
You'll
marry
marry
Anthony someday. That's what I'll do no matter what. I'll marry you one day. Only afraid that you'd forgot.
marry me, let's marry someday. Probably
Promise,
marry me,
along, dear?
Oh, no, Mum. I daren't budge until he calls for me.
I'll pop up and see what Mr. Todd says. How long before the Italian gets back?
He won't be back. Nah.
No, Mr. T, you didn't. Well, you're crazy mad, killing a man would done you no harm, and the boy downstairs.
He recognized me from the old days, tried to blackmail me, half of my earnings forever.
Oh, well, that's a different matter. Oh, what a relief, dear. For a moment there, I thought you lost your marbles. Oh! All that blood. It's enough to make you come all over goose flesh, ain't it? Poor bugger. Oh, well. What? Oh. What? 3 quid? Well, waste not, want not, as I always say. Now, dear, it's time we use the old noggin.
There you are, sir. Above the pie shop, sir.
I see. You may leave me now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Well, first there's the lad.
Bring him up here.
Oh, him too. Oh, surely one's enough for today, dear. Shouldn't indulge yourself, you know. Now, let me see. Well, he's already half seas over with the gin.
Providence is kind.
Who is it?
The judge.
Him? Him? The judge? It can't be!
Quick, leave me.
What are you gonna do?
Leave me, I said.
Don't worry, dear, I'm out. Excuse me, your lordship.
Mr. Todd.
At your service, sir. An honor to receive your patronage.
Well, dear, it seems as though your governor has gone and left you high and dry. But don't worry, your Aunt Nellie will think of what to do with you. Come on into me lovely back parlour.
These premises are hardly prepossessing. But the beadle tells me you are the most accomplished of all the barbers in the city.
Ah, that is gracious of him. And you must please excuse the modesty of my establishment. It's only a few days since I set up quarters here, and a few necessaries are yet to come. Sit, sir. If you please, sir. Sit. And what may I do for you, sir? A stylish trimming of the hair, a soothing skin massage.
You see, sir, a man infatuate with love, her ardent and eager slave. So fetch the pomade and pumice stone, and lend me a more seductive tone, a sprinkling perhaps of French cologne. But first, sir, I think a shave.
The closest I ever gave.
You're in a merry mood today, Mr. Todd.
'Tis your delights are catching fire from one man to the next.
'Tis true, sir, love can still inspire the blood to pound the heart, leave higher. What more
can man require?
Than love, sir?
More than love, sir.
What, sir?
Women.
Ah, yes, women.
Pretty women. Now then, my friend, now to your purpose. Patience, enjoy it. Revenge can't be taken in haste.
Make haste, and if we wed, you'll be commended, sir.
My lord. And who may it be said is your intended, sir?
My ward. Pretty as a rosebud.
Pretty as her mother?
What? What was that?
Oh, nothing, sir. Nothing, sir. May we proceed? fascinating, sipping coffee, dancing, pretty women are a wonder, pretty women, sitting in the window, standing on the stair, something in them cheers the air. Pretty women, silhouetted, stay within you. Unseen, stay forever, breathing lightly. Pretty women, blowing out their candles, coming out their hair. Even when they vanish, they still are there. They're pretty women at the mirrors, in the gardens, and the writing, flower picking, we're watching how they make a man sing. Proof of heaven as you're living. Pretty women, pretty women, yes, pretty women, yes, pretty women.
Joanna marries me Sunday. Everything said we leave tonight. You, Judge Turpin.
There is indeed a higher power to warn me thus in time. Joanna elope with you. Deceiving slut. I'll lock her up in some obscure retreat where neither you nor any other vile, corrupting youth shall ever lay eyes on her again.
But, sir, I beg.
And as for you, barber, it is all too clear what company you keep. Service them well and hold their custom. You'll have none of mine.
Mr. Todd. Out.
Out! I said out!
All this running and shouting, what is it now, dear?
I had him, and then
The sailor busted in, I saw them both running
I
down the
had
street.
him! His dog was bare beneath my hand.
Now, dear, don't fret.
No, I had him! His dog was there, now he'll never come again.
Easy now, hush, love, hush. I keep telling you.
When?
What's your
Why did I wait? You told me to wait. Now he'll never come again. There's a hole in the world like a great black pit, and it's filled with people who are filled with shit, and the vermin of the world inhabit it. But not for long. They all deserve to die. Tell you why, Mrs. Lovett, tell you why. Because in all of the whole human race, Mrs. Lovett, there are two kinds of men and only two. There's the one staying put in his proper place, and the one with his foot in the other one's face. Look at me, Mrs. Lovett, look at you. No, we all deserve to die. Even you, Mrs. Lovett, even I. Because the lives of the wicked shall be made brief, for the rest of us death will be a relief. We all deserve to die. And I'll never see Joanna. No, I'll never hold my guilt to me. Finished. All right, you sir, how about a shave? Come and visit your good friend Sweeney. You sir, too sir, welcome to the grave. I will have vengeance. I will have salvation. You sir, too sir, no one's in the chair, come on, come on. Sweeney's waiting. I want you, bleeders. You, sir, gentlemen, I don't be shy. Not one man, no, not 10 men, nor 100 can assuage me. I will have you. he gloat. In the meantime, I'll practice on this honorable throat. And my Lucy lies in ashes, and I'll never hug my girl again. But the worst waits. I'm alive at last, and I'm full of
That's all very well. But all that matters now is the Italian. Listen to me. Do you hear me? Can you hear me? Get control of yourself. What are we going to do about him?
Later on, when it's dark out, we'll find a secret place and bury him.
But of course we could do that. Don't suppose there's any relatives gonna come poking around looking for him, but... Well, you know me. Bright ideas just pop into me head and I keep thinking, seems a downright shame.
Shame.
Seems an awful waste. Such a nice plump frame. What's his name? Has? Nor it can't be traced. Business needs a lift. Debts to be erased. Think of it as thrift, as a gift, if you get my drift. Nah. Seems an awful waste. I mean, with a price of meat, what it is, when you get it, if you get it. Good, you got it. Take, for instance, Mrs. Mooney and a pie shop. Business never better using only pussycat and toast. And the pussy's good for maybe 6 or 7 at the most. And I'm sure they can't compare it for its taste.
Mrs. Lovett, what a charming notion,
Well,
eminently
it
practical
does
and yet
seem a
appropriate
waste.
as always. Mrs. Lovett, how I did
It's
without
an
you all these
idea.
years, I never know.
Think
How
about it.
delectable.
Lots of other gentlemen who see me coming for a shave.
Detectable.
Won't they?
How toys,
Ooh,
how rare.
nice.
Oh, it's the sound of the world out there.
What, Mr. Todd? What, Mr. Todd? What is that sound?
Those crunching noises pervading the air.
Yes, Mr. Todd, yes, Mr. Todd, yes, all around.
It's man devouring man, my dear. And who are we to deny it? Mrs. Lovett, these are desperate times, and desperate measures are called for.
Here we are, hot from the oven.
What is that?
It's priest. Have a little priest.
Is it really good?
Sir, it's too good, at least. Then again, they don't commit sins of the flesh, so it's pretty fresh.
Awful lot of fat.
Only where it's sat.
Have you any poet or something like that?
Now you see the trouble with poet is how do you know it's deceased? Try the priest.
Heavenly. Not as hearty as bishop, perhaps, but not as bland as curate either.
Oh, and good for business. Always leaves you wanting more. Trouble is, we only get it on Sundays.
Loyal's rather nice.
If it's for a price.
Or there's something else, though, to follow, since now one should swallow it twice.
Anything that's lean.
Well, then, if you're British and loyal, you might enjoy Royal Marine. Anyway, it's clean. Though, of course, it tastes of wherever it's been.
Is that squire on the fire?
Mercy now, sir, look closer, you'll notice it's grosser.
It's thicker, more like a vicar.
Now it has to be grosser, it's green.
The history of the world, my love.
Save a lot of graves, do a lot of relatives favours.
It's those below serving those up above.
Everybody's shamed, so there should be plenty of flavours.
How gratifying for once to know that those above will serve those down below.
Now let me see. We've got Tinker.
Something Baker.
Taylor.
Something paler.
Butler.
Something subtler.
Potter.
Something hotter.
Locksmith.
Something
a lovely bit of clock.
maybe for a lark.
Then again, they're sweet if you want it cheap and you like it dark. Ooh, try the financier. Peak of his career.
That looks pretty rare.
Well, he drank. It's a bank cashier. Never really sold. Maybe he was old.
Have you any beetle?
Next week, so I'm told. Beetle isn't bad till you smell it and notice how well it's been greased. Stick to priest. Now then, this one might be a bit stringy, but then again, it's fiddle player.
No. That's not fiddle player. That's piccolo player.
How can you tell?
It's piping hot.
Then blow on it first.
The history of the world, my pet.
Oh, Mr. Todd, Mr. Todd, what does it tell?
It takes that we can get.
And Mr. Todd, too, Mr. Todd, it gets to sell.
But fortunately, it's also clear
that everybody goes down well with beer. If Marine doesn't appeal to you, what about Rear Admiral?
Too salty. I prefer general.
With or without is private. With is extra.
Nice. What is that?
It's fop, finest in the shop. Oh, we've got some shepherd's pie peppered with actual shepherd on top. And I've just begun. Here's a politician so oily, it's served with a doily. No one.
Put it on a bun, for you never know when it's going to run.
Hey, try the fryer, find it's dryer.
No, the clergy is ready to coarse and to meal.
An actor that's compactor.
Yes, and always arrives overdone. I'll come again when you have judge on the menu.
Wait, true. We don't have judge yet, but we have something you might fancy even better.
What's that?
Executioner.
Have a charity towards the world, my pet.
Yes, I know, my love.
We'll take the customers that we can get.
High-born and low, my love.
We'll not discriminate great from small. No, we'll serve anyone, meaning anyone, and to anyone at all.
Teething is whether that delicate, luscious, ambrosial smell. Yes, they are, I can tell. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that aroma's enriching the breeze. It's not nothing compared to its succulent sauce, as the gourmets among you will tell you, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't imagine the rapture in store. Just inside of this door. There you'll sample Mrs. Lovett's meat pie, savory and sweet pies, as you'll see. You
here, boy, how about some here?
Let me have some neighbors like me. Can we have some service, baby? What about that?
What about the time, boy? Let's be
Coming, excuse me. Hail there. Right, Mum, quick now.
That's good.
Nice to see you, dearie. How have you been keeping? Call me Ramsay's weary. Towby, one for the gentleman, E for birdies cheeping. Helps to keep it cheery. Towby, throw the old woman out.
That's good.
What's your pleasure, dearie? Now we don't cut slices. Call me eyes is bleary. Towby, none for the gentleman. I could up me prices. I'm a little leery. Business couldn't be better though.
That's good.
And not on wood.
Excuse me. Do you see to the customers? Yes, what love? Quick though, the trade is brisk.
But at 6 o'clock.
So it's 6 o'clock.
It was due to arrive at 5:15,
And they're
at 6
probably
o'clock.
already down the block. It'll be.
I've been waiting all day, but it should have been here by now.
Will you wait?
You'll come back when it comes.
Because we customers truly are getting unruly and what a pleasure, dearie. Oops, I beg your pardon. Just me and his sneery. Derby, run for the gentleman. Don't you love a garden? Always makes me teary. Must be one of them foreigners.
That's good. That is delicious.
What's my secret? Frankly, dear, forgive my cant, a family secret. All to do with herbs. Things like being careful with your coriander. That's what makes the gravy grinder.
More hot pies. More hot. More pies.
Psst, excuse me. Dear seats to the customers. What now, love? Quick, though the trade is brisk.
But it's here.
It's where?
Coming up the stairs.
I'll get rid of this notice. It's still pretty hot and
It's
then I'll
about to be
there.
open, or don't you care?
I'll be there.
But we have to prepare.
It'll be sold if I let them get cold going. Incidentally, dearie, you know Mrs. Mooney. Sales have been so dreary. Toby, poor thing is penniless. What about that loony? Looking sort of beery. Ah, well, gotta come up and that'll be from it.
That's good. That is cheap. Have you wish us ever tasted? Smells such. Oh my God! What more? That's pies good.
Ooh, is that a chair fit for a king on?
It's gorgeous.
And most
It's
particular
gorgeous.
thing. You tell me, where is there a seat can I have
It's
compared to
perfect.
this
It's
particular
gorgeous.
chair? I have offered you
You
minor
make
adjustments
you
to
minor
make.
adjustments.
It'll take
Take
a
your time,
moment.
I'll go see to the
I'll call
customers.
you. I have another friend.
Is that a pie fit for a king of one?
It's gorgeous.
And most
It's
gorgeous. You see, ma'am, why there is no meat pie can
It's
compete
perfect.
with this
gorgeous.
delectable. The crust all velvety and wavy,
velvety and
glaze,
wavy.
loose corns,
That glaze.
and fender,
Now
succulent
just
grain, and then
the
one
same
so tight, it makes
Next time.
Excuse me, dear, see to the customers. All set to love.
Quick now.
Me heart's a
Oh, when I pound the floor.
When you pound the floor.
It's a signal to show
Yes,
that
you
I'm
told
ready
me,
to
I
go
know
when
it's
I
a signal
pound the
to go. When
floor.
you pound the floor, will you trust me?
I
Will you
just want to
trust
be
me?
sure.
Will you wait till me love?
When I'm
Will
certain
you
that you're
trust
in place, I'll pound 3 times. 3 times. And then you. 3 times. Yay for you. Exactly.
More hot pies. More hot.
Right.
More pies. More.
Wait! Fucking hell, Jesus Christ.
More hot pies. More hot. More pies. More hot pies.
Eat them slow and feel the crust how thin I roll it. Eat them slow, cause everyone's a prize. Eat them slow, cause that's a lot. And now we saw they come again tomorrow. Hold it.
More hot pies.
Bless my eyes. Fresh supplies.
How about his theory? Leader in a twinkling, just because I fear it.
God, what is that?
Don't have an amen, what if you hear it? Toby, throw your woman out!
That's good. That's tasty. Have you wish us ever tasted? Smell such. Oh my God! What perfect for let's buy such flavor. God, that's good.
the way I'd dreamed you were, Joanna. And if you're beautiful, what then, with yellow hair like wheat? I think we shall not meet again, my little dove, my sweet Joanna. Goodbye, Joanna. You're gone and yet you're mine. I'm fine, Joanna. I'm
fine. Smoke, sign of the devil, city on fire. Witch, smell it, sir, an evil smell. Every night at the Vespers bell, smoke that comes from the mouth of hell. City on fire, city on fire. Mischief.
And if I never hear your voice, my turtle dove, my dear, there's always reason to rejoice, the way ahead is clear, Joanna.
Until it's Sunday.
And in the darkness when I'm blind, but I can't forget, it's always morning in my mind, my little lamb, my pet, Joanna.
Comfort me one day.
You stay, Joanna, the way I dreamed you are. Oh, look, Joanna, a star.
Somebody look up there. Didn't I tell you smell that air? City on fire. Quick, miss, run and tell. Warn them all of the witches smell. There is the unholy smell. Tell it to the men and the police as well. Tell them, help, fiend. City on fire. City on fire. Mischief. Fiend.
I'll think of you, I guess, until the day I die. I think I'll miss you less and less as every day goes by, Joanna. And you'd be beautiful and pale and not too much like her. If only angels could prevail, we'd be the way we are, Joanna. Wake up, Joanna, another bright red day. We learn, Joanna, to say
Joanna! Oh, please, sir, could you tell me what house is this?
That's Mr. Fogg's asylum for the mentally deranged.
A madhouse.
I'd keep away from there if I were you.
Joanna, open the door!
Now, friend, what's all this hollering and shouting?
Oh, sir, there has been a monstrous perversion of justice. A young lady sane as you and I has been incarcerated there.
Is that a fact? And what is this young person's name?
Joanna.
Joanna? That wouldn't by any chance be Judge Turpin's ward.
He's the one that's done this to her.
You hold your tongue. That girl's as mad as the seven seas. I brought her here myself. Now you hop it.
You have no right to order me about.
No right. Hey, you just hop it, or I'm booking you for disturbing of the peace, assailing an officer.
Is there no justice in this city? Are the officers of the law as vicious and corrupt as their masters? Joanna! Joanna!
After him, get him, bash him in the head if need be. That's the sort of scallywag that gets this neighborhood into disrepute.
Nothing like a nice sit down, is there, dear, after an hard day's work? 4 and 3pence, 4 and 11pence, that makes £7, 9 shillings and 4 pence for the week. Not bad. And that don't include what I had to pay out for me nice cheery wallpaper or the harmonium. And a real bargain it was, dear, it being only partly singed when the chapel burnt down. Mr. T, are you listening to me?
Of course.
Then what did I say, eh?
There's got to be a way to the judge.
The bloody judge. Always harping on the bloody old judge. We've got a nice, respectable business now. Money coming in regular, and since we're careful to pick and choose strangers and such like what won't be missed, who's going to catch on? Oh, Mr. Todd, I'm so happy. I could treat you off really good. You know what I'd like to do, Mr. Todd? What I dream, if the business stays as good, where I'd really like to go in a year or so. Don't you want to know?
Of course.
Do you really want to know?
Yes, I do.
I've always had a dream, ever since I was a tiny little slip of a thing, and my rich Aunt Nellie used to take me to the seaside August bank holiday. Oh, the pier, making little castles in the sand. Oh, I could still feel me toes wiggling around in the briny. By the sea, Mr. Todd, that's the life I carve it. By the sea, Mr. Todd, who I know you love it. You and me, Mr. T, we could be alone in a house what we'd almost own, down by the sea.
Anything you say.
Wouldn't that be smashing? With the sea at our gate, we'll have kippered herring, or has swum to us straight from the Straits of Bering. Every night in the kip, when we're through our kippers, I'll be there slipping off your slippers by the sea. With a fishy splashing by the sea. Wouldn't that be smashing down by the sea?
Anything you say, anything you say.
I can see us waking, the breakers breaking, the seagulls squawking. Ah, ah, I'll do me baking, then I'll go walking with you. I'll warm me bones on the esplanade, have tea and scones with me gay young blade. Then I'll knit a sweater, or you write a letter, unless we've got better to do.
Anything you say.
Think how snug it'll be underneath our flannel when it's just you and me and the English Channel in our cosy retreat, kept all neat and tidy. We'll have chums over every Friday by the sea.
Anything you say.
Don't you love the weather by the sea? We'll grow old together by the seaside, ooh, by the beautiful sea. Oh, I can see us now in our bathing dresses, you in a nice rich navy and me in stripes, perhaps. Yeah. It'll be so quiet that who'll come by it except our seagull. Ooh, ooh, we shouldn't try it, though till it's legal for two. But a seaside wedding could be devised, me rumpled bedding legitimised, me eyelids will flutter, I'll turn into butter, a moment I mutter, I do. By the sea, in our nest, we can share our kippers with the odd paying guest from the weekend trippers. Have a nice sunny sweep for the guest to rest in. Now and then you can do our guesting by the sea, very nice and proper. By the sea, bring along your chopper to the seaside. Now, dear, give us a kiss. Oh, that was lovely. Now, Mr. T, you do love me just a little bit, don't you?
Of course.
Then how about it? Of course, there'd have to be a little visit to St. Swithin's to legalise things, but that wouldn't be too painful, would it?
I'll make them pay for what they did to Lucy.
Now, dear, you listen to me. It's high time you forgot all them morbid fancies. Your Lucy's gone. Poor thing. It's your Nellie now. Now, let me see. It's 17 years this Whitsun since me poor Albert passed on. I don't see why I shouldn't be married in white, do you?
Mr. Todd, I found her!
You found Joanna?
That monster of a judge has her locked away in a madhouse!
Where? Where?
Where no one can reach her. Mr. Fogg's asylum. Oh, Mr. Todd, she's in there with those screeching, gibbering maniacs!
Oh, a madhouse! A madhouse? Joanna is as good as rescued.
She is.
Where do you think all of the wig makers of London go to obtain their human hair?
Who knows, dear? The morgue wouldn't be surprised.
Bedlam. They get their hair from the lunatics at Bedlam.
Then you think?
Fogg's Asylum? Why not? For the right amount, they will sell you the hair off of any madman's head.
And the scalp to go with it, too, if requested. Excuse me, gentlemen, I am out.
We will write a letter to this Mr. Fogg, offering him the highest price for hair the exact shade of Joanna's, which I trust that you know.
Yellow.
No, not exact enough. I'll have to make you into a credible wig maker, and quickly. There's tawny, and there's golden saffron, there's flaxen, and there's blonde. Repeat that. Repeat that!
Yes, Mr. Todd.
Well,
there's tawny, and there's golden saffron, there's flaxen, and there's blonde.
There's coarse, there's fine, there's gray, there's early,
there's
gray,
coarse, there's fine, there's curly, there's gray, there's white, there's black, and early, and there's raw and yellow.
Sweeney waited too long before, but never again he swore.
Fortune arrived, Sweeney it sang, Sweeney was ready and Sweeney sprang.
Sweeney's problems went up in smoke, all resolved with a single stroke.
Sweeney was sharp, Sweeney was burning, Sweeney began the engine turning.
Sweeney was happy,
Sweeney was burning, Sweeney began the engine turning. Sweeney, 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 Sweeney.
Finer textures, actions fairer, which makes it rare, but flaxen's rarer.
Flaxens are cheaper.
Yes, I know, cheaper, not rarer.
And here's the pistol for the kill, if you must. Kill.
I'll kill a dozen jailers if need be to set her free.
Then off with you, off. But Anthony, listen to me once again. Once you have rescued her, you bring her back here. I will guard her until you hire the chaise to Plymouth.
We shall be with you before the evening's out, Mr. Todd. And oh, thanks, my friend.
Most honorable Judge Tippett.
Most honorable.
I venture thus to write you this urgent note to warn you that the hot-blooded young sailor
has abducted your ward, Joanna. From the institution where you
so wisely
confined her.
But hoping to earn your favor, I have persuaded the boy to lodge her here tonight at my tonsorial parlor in Fleet Street. If you want her again in your arms, hurry after the night falls.
She will be waiting.
Your obedient humble servant, Sweeney Todd.
I put the sold out sign up, Mum.
Oh, that's my boy. Look, dear. a lovely muffler. And guess who it's for?
Come on, for me?
Wouldn't you like to know?
You're so good to me, Mum. Sometimes when I think what it was like with Signor Pirelli, it seems like the good Lord sent you for me.
It's just me warm heart, dear. Room enough there for all God's creatures.
You know, Mum, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. If there was a monster or an ogre or anything like that what was bad and after you, I'd rip it apart with me bare fists. I would.
What a sweet child it is.
Even if it was just a man.
A man, dear?
A man, what was bad and might be luring you all unbeknownst into his evil deeds.
What is this? What are you talking about?
Nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around.
Of course not, dear. Why should it?
Nothing's gonna harm you, no sir, not while I'm around.
What did you mean, a man?
Demons are prowling everywhere, nowadays.
And so they are, dear.
I'll send them howling, I don't care. I've got ways.
Of course you do. What a sweet, affectionate child it is.
No one's gonna hurt you, no one's gonna dare.
I know what Toby deserves.
Others can desert you, not to worry, whistle, I'll be there.
Here, have a nice bonbon.
Demons will charm you with a smile for a while, but in time, nothing can harm you, not while I'm around.
What is this foolishness? What are you talking about?
Little things what I've been thinking and wondering about. It's him, you see, Mr. Todd. Oh, I know you fancy him and all, but men ain't like women. They ain't what you can trust, as I've lived and learned. Not to worry, I may not be smart, but I ain't dumb. I can do it, put me to it, show me something I can overcome. Not to worry, Mom. Being close and being clever ain't like being true. I don't need to, I will never hide a thing from you like so.
Now, Toby, dear, haven't we had enough of this foolish chatter? Let's just sit nice and quiet for a bit.
That's Signor Pirelli's purse.
What was that, dear?
That purse, what I've been thinking, that's his purse.
Silly boy, it's just a silly little something that Mr. T gave me for my birthday.
Mr. Todd gave it to you. And how did he get it? How did he get
He
it?
bought it, dear. In a pawn shop, dear. Come on now. Nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around. Nothing's gonna harm you, darling, not while I'm around.
You don't understand. 2 quid was in it, 2 or 3. The governor giving up his purse with 2 quid. Not for a minute, don't you see? It was in Mr. Todd's parlour where the governor disappeared.
Boys and their fancies, what will we think of next? Now, dear, let's just sit here next to your Aunt Nellie like a good boy and look at your lovely muffler. How warm it's going to keep you as the days draw in. And it's so becoming on you.
Demons will charm you with a smile for a while, but in time, nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around.
You know, it's the strangest thing you come in to chat with me right now of all moments, because as I was sitting here, I kept thinking what a good boy Toby is. so hard-working, so obedient, and I thought, you know how you've always fancied coming into the bakehouse with me to help bake the pies?
Oh, yes, Mum, indeed. Mum, yes.
Well, how about it?
You mean it? I get to help bake them.
No time like the present, come on.
Coo! Quite a stink, ain't there?
Oh, them steps. Goes down to the old cellars and the whiffs come up, love. God knows what's down there so mouldy and dark. There's always a couple of rats gone home to Jesus. Now the bake oven is here.
Oh, they're big enough, ain't they?
Oh, hardly big enough to bake all the pies we sell. 10 dozen at a time. Now, always be sure to close the doors properly, like this. Now here's the grinder. You pop the meat in, then you grind it, and then it pops out here. Now you know the secret. What makes the pie so sweet and tender? 3 times. You must put the meat through the grinder 3 times.
3 times, eh?
That's my boy. Smoothly. Smoothly. Oh. And as soon as a new batch of meat comes in, we'll put you to work.
Me? Making pies all on my own. Cool. Oh, where are you going, Mum?
Oh, back in a moment, dear.
Smoothly does it. Smoothly. Smoothly.
Mrs. Lovett! Mrs. Lovett!
Mr. Todd! Mr. Todd!
Sweet Polly Plunkett lie in the grass, turn her eye heavenward, sighing. I am a lass who alas loves a lad who alas has a lass. In Canterbury 'tis a round down diddle dow day, 'tis a round down diddle dow dee.
Oh, Beetle Bamford, I didn't know you were a music lover too.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Lovett. Well, Mum, I hope you have a few moments, for I'm here today on official business.
Official?
That's it, Mum. You see, there have been some complaints.
Complaints?
About the stink from your chimney. They say at night it's something foul. Health regulations being my duty, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to let me take a look at it.
At the bakehouse?
That's it, Mum.
Oh, well, it's locked, and I don't have the key. It's Mr. Todd upstairs. He has the key, and he's not here right now.
When will he be back?
Couldn't say, I'm sure.
Oh,
back already. Look who it is, Mr. T. Hear about some foolish business about the bakehouse or something. He wants the key, and I told him that you had it. But there's no rush, is there, sir? Why don't you let Mr. Todd take you upstairs and fix you up nice and pretty, and there'll be plenty of time for the bakehouse later.
Tell me, Mr. Todd, do you pomade the hair? I dearly love a pomaded head.
A pomade, of course, and lovely facial rub with bay rum, all for free.
Well then, sir, I take that very kindly.
I am, sir, entirely at your disposal.
An air, black as a rock. Oh, now that ain't Mrs. Lovett's hair. Oh well, some old black cow, probably. Cool! A fingernail. Ah, clumsy. No. Oh, no. Mrs. Lovett! Oh, Mrs. Lovett! Let me out! Oh,
done?
Not yet, it isn't the boy, he's guessed.
Guessed what?
About Pirelli, and since you weren't here, I locked him in the bakehouse. He's been yelling to wake for dead. We've got to look after him.
Oh, but the judge is coming. I've
Oh,
arranged
you
it.
worried about the bloody judge at a time like this? Come on!
The engine roared, the motor hissed.
Who could see how the road would twist? In Sweeney's ledger, the entries matched. A beetle arrived and a beetle dispatched to satisfy the hungry god of Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of streets. Sweeney, 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 Sweeney. Just this way, sir.
Do me an honor, Mr. Fogg.
Now, I agree it would be to our mutual interest to come to some arrangement in regards to my children's hair.
Your children.
We are one happy family here, sir, and my patients are my children. To be corrected when they're naughty and rewarded with a sweetie when they're good. But to our business. Here is a charming yellow. A little dull in tone, perhaps, but you can soon restore its natural gleam. Here, a fine texture for a man, and as you must know, sir, there is always a discount on the hair of a male.
This one has the shade I seek.
Poor child. She needs so much correction. She sings all day and all night and leaves the other inmates sleepless. Come, child! Smile for the gentleman, and you shall have a sweetie. Now, where shall I cut?
Anthony!
Joanna!
What is this? What is this?
Unhand her!
Are you?
Stop! Mr. Fogg! Or I'll fire!
Fire, and I will stop.
I cannot shoot!
Ah!
City on fire, rats in the grass, lunatics yelling in the streets. It's the end of the world, yes, city on fire. Flashbacks dancing, stirring to the ground in the word of giant wings. What's out? Look, bloody on the moonlight gig. Black rain falling on the city on fire. City on fire, city on fire.
Will we be married on Sunday? That's what you promised. Married on Sunday. That was last August. Kiss me.
There, look, bloody chimney scrapes. Black crows screeching at the city on fire. City on fire, city on fire.
Toby, where are you?
Toby, where are you, lad? Toby.
Not what I found. Where are you hiding? Nothing's gonna harm you, darling.
Nothing to be afraid of, boy.
Not around. Damn.
Toby.
Demons are prowling everywhere nowadays.
Toby.
City on fire, rats in the streets and the lunatics yelling in the moon. It's the end of the world, yes.
Beetle, no good hiding, I saw you. Are you in there still, Beetle? Beetle, get her, but watch it. She's a wicked one. She'll deceive you with her fancy gowns and her fancy airs and her mischief, devil's work. Where are you, Beetle?
City on fire, rats in the streets and the woods. Yes, city on fire. It's the end of the world, yes, city on fire. One man just in the streets, I'm trying to fly. Watch out, help, plug and plug in the chimney. City on fire.
Mr. Todd!
No one here. Where is this Mr. Todd?
No matter. He should be back at any moment, for I trust him as I trust my right arm. You'll wait for him here, and I shall return with the coach in less than half an hour.
But they are artists. What if they trace us here? Oh, Anthony, please let me come with you.
No, my darling, there is no safety for you in the street.
I dress in these sailor
those clothes? Who's to know it is I?
No! The risk is too great. Look at me, miss. Oh, look at me, please. Oh, favor me with your glance. Ah, miss, soon we'll be gone and sailing the seas and happily wed in France. And we'll sail the world and see its wonders, from the pearls of Spain to the rubies of Tibet, and then come back to London someday. And I'll be back before those lips have time to lose that smile.
What are you doing in here?
Evil is here, sir, the stink of evil from below, from her, Beetle, dear Beetle.
Out of here, woman!
Oh, she's the devil's wife, she is. Oh, beware her, sir, beware her. She with no pity in her heart.
Out of here, I said! Out!
Hey, don't I know you, mister?
The judge! I have no time!
Where is she? Where is the girl?
Below, Your Honor, in the care of my neighbor, Mrs. Lovett. Thank heavens the sailor did not molest her, and thank heavens, too, she has learned the error of her ways.
She has?
Oh, yes, sir. Your lesson is well learned. She speaks only of you, longing for forgiveness.
She shall have it. She'll be here soon, you say?
I think I hear her now.
Excellent, my friend.
Is that her dainty footstep on the stair?
I hear nothing.
Yes, isn't that her shadow on the wall?
Where?
There, primping, making herself even prettier than usual, if possible.
Oh, pretty women.
Pretty women, yes.
Quickly, sir, a splash of bay rum.
Sit, sir, sit.
Joanna.
Pretty women,
hurry, man.
pretty women are a wonder.
You're in a merry mood again
Pretty
today,
women.
What do we do for pretty women?
Blowing out their candles, or coming out their hair. Even when they
leave you and vanish, they shall
still are there.
How seldom one meets a fellow spirit.
With fellow taste in women, at least.
What was that?
The years, no doubt, have changed me, sir. But then again, the face of a barber, the face of a prisoner in the dock, is not particularly memorable.
Benjamin Barker!
Benjamin Barker!
forever. Sleep now, the untroubled sleep of the angels. Tobias. You! What are you doing in here? Speak!
Excuse me, I saw the bonus sign.
When did you come in?
Oh, sir, please, whenever I've seen no
A shame, at your service. Whatever you may have seen, your face is just as much in need of a razor as it was before.
Lift your razor high, singing, hear it singing, yes. Sink it in the rosy skin of righteousness.
Die! Die! Go on and ever die! You! Can it be? Have all the demons in hell come to torment me? Quick, into the oven with her.
Why did you scream? Does the judge still live?
He was clutching, holding on to me skirt, but he's finished.
Leave them to me. Open the doors.
No.
Open the doors!
No, don't touch her!
What is the matter with you, woman? It's just some meddling old beggar! Oh, no. Oh, God. Don't I know you, she said. You knew from the moment that I walked into your shop. You knew that my Lucy lived.
I was only thinking of you.
Oh, Lucy.
You're Lucy. A crazy hag picking bones and rotten spuds out of alley ash cans. Would you have wanted to know that was all that was left of her?
You lied to me.
No, not lied at all.
Lucy.
No, I never lied. Said she took the poison, she did. Never said that she died. Poor thing. She lived, but it left a week in my head. All she did for months was just lie there in bed. Could have been in hospital, wound up in bed. Now I'm instead poor thing.
Oh,
better you should think she was dead. Yes, I died because I loved you. I'd be twice the wife she was. I love you.
What
Could
have
that
I
thing have cared for
done?
you like me?
Mrs. Lovett, what a bloody wonder, eminently practical and yet appropriate as always. As you said repeatedly, there's no point in dwelling in the past.
Do
now
you mean
come
it?
here, my
Everything I did, that's what I
love.
thought was only for the
Nothing
best.
to fear, my
Believe me,
love.
can
What's
we
dead
still
is
be
dead.
married?
The history of the world, my pet.
Oh, Mr. Todd, leave it to me.
Is learn forgiveness and try to forget.
Mr. Todd will be comfy cozy by the sea. Mr. Todd will us know it down.
And life is for the alive, my dear. So let's keep living it. Let's keep living it. A barber and his wife, and she was beautiful. A foolish barber and his wife, she was his reason and his life, and she was beautiful, and she was virtuous, and he was naive.
Patty cake, bake a man, bake me a cake. No! No! Bake me a pie to delight my
and I will sigh if the crust be hot. Mr. Todd. It's the old woman. Harmed her too, haven't you? You shouldn't have, you know. You shouldn't harm nobody. Razor, cock-a-doggin', watch me grind my corn. Pat him and prick him and mock him with the bee. And put him in the oven for baby and me. You will pardon me, gentlemen, but you may not enter here. Oh no, me mistress don't let no one enter here. For you see, sirs, there's work to be done. So much work. 3 times. 3 times, that's the secret. 3 times through to make them tender and juicy. Oh, 3 times through the grinder. Smoothly. Smoothly.
Sweeney Todd. His skin was pale and his eye was odd. He shaved the faces of gentlemen who never thereafter were heard of again.
He trod the path that few have trod, the Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
He kept a shop in London town, of fancy clients and good renown.
And what if none of their souls were saved? They went to their maker impeccably shaved.
My Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
Swing your razor wide, Sweeney, hold it to the skies. Freely flows the blood of those who moralized.
His needs are few, his room is bare. He hardly uses his fancy chair. The more
he bleeds, the more he lives. He never forgets and he never forgives. Perhaps today you gave a nod to Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
Sweeney wishes the world away. Sweeney's waiting for yesterday. Hugging the blade, waiting the years, hearing the music that nobody hears. Sweeney waits in the parlor hall. Sweeney waits on the office wall.
No one can help, nothing can hide you. Isn't that Sweeney there beside you? Sweeney wishes the world away. Sweeney, 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 Sweeney,
Attend the tale of Sweeney Todd.
Attend the tale of Sweeney Todd.
They served a dog and a hungry god.
Served a dog and a hungry god.
To seek revenge may lead to hell.
But everyone does it if seldom as well.
As Sweeney Todd.